What's going on? It's your man Diamond K in here, of course. RadioFire.com, the Diamond K Show.com. Democratic nominee Joe Biden. Where am I getting this from? Joe Biden and President Donald Trump encouraging voters to come out in person to vote on Election Day, which is Tuesday. Both campaigns making an aggressive push in Florida, a state that is, it is mandatory for Trump to win Florida. That's his pathway to another term. If he doesn't win Florida, then he is pretty much done. More than 73 million Americans have already voted by absentee or by mail. Trump and Biden are trying to energize those bases that they have that are going to vote on Tuesday. While the Election Day vote generally favors Republicans, the Democrats have been really showing up for early voting. We have the pandemic here in America, which has killed more than 227,000 people in this country, right? We have that going on. Trump and Biden in Tampa, Florida, just hours apart today. And they're visiting the western end of the state's Interstate 4 corridor. I mean, this area is known for its sprawling suburbs, rapid growth. Its status, though, is ever changing, and it is a major battleground. It has been a major battleground during this presidential election. Trump is celebrating the new federal estimate that the economy grew at a very surprising 33.1 annual rate for the quarter July to September. So he's going to be out pushing the hood. Economy's coming back. We will see. We'll definitely see. Joe Biden said in a statement criticizing Trump over the report, the recovery is slowing, if not stalling, Joe Biden said. And he also mentioned that the recovery that is happening is helping those at the top, but it is leaving tens of millions of workers and families and small businesses behind. That is true. That is true. So what's going to happen? Where is this election going? Election night, November 3rd, we will have a election special here on RadioFire.com live. I don't know how long we're going to be on air. This is going to we're going to be on air at least 3 hours, at least. So we're going to be joined by special guests. That is election night, RadioFire.com, 7 p.m. until. So the pandemic's consequences are continuing to mount. Deaths are climbing in 39 states, an average of 805 people dying daily nationwide, up from 714 2 weeks ago. So this sharp rise has sent shockwaves through the financial markets, stock market, that kind of stuff that most people don't pay attention to. But these are indicators. These are indicators that people are, and businesses are, and money is nervous. And it's going to be like that at least until the outcome of this. And then depending on what the outcome is, things are going to continue to be topsy-turvy. wishy-washy, up and down, back and forth, side to side, as far as the markets go. And President Trump is somebody who's always talking about the markets. However, he did not mention the markets decline when talking. You don't want to talk about that. Trump is betting on the fact that the Republicans' data operations and efforts known as poll flushing, which is monitoring the precinct list for those who have not yet voted, trying to get this late boost on election day. So Democrats and Republicans fighting for Florida. Fighting for Florida. President Obama won Florida, so it's no surprise that they have been having the former president down there talking to the people. Joe Biden has been pouring tens of millions of dollars into online ads that he hopes will deliver his closing message during this presidential campaign. He's highlighting, Joe Biden is highlighting his promise to govern for all Americans, even Americans that did not vote for him. While the president, on the other hand, could not care about the people that didn't vote for him or the people that did vote for him. He doesn't care. You can tell that by his actions. Joe Biden said that I'm running as a proud Democrat, but I will govern as an American president. This is in one of his ads that was on YouTube today. I will work as hard for those who don't support me as those who do. That is the job of a president. The duty to care for everyone, Joe Biden said. How much money Biden is spending is not known at this point. His campaign says that it's putting a mid 8-figure dollar amount behind 100 different ads. So somewhere around 30 million, I guess, that they're spending. But ads are going to run on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Hulu, Pandora. They're getting it in. They're definitely getting it in. While the Republican National Committee has its own closing message to voters, not mentioning Trump, because they're trying to help the other candidates as well. Sometimes mentioning Trump is a black eye to these Republicans. and here's the thing: Trump doesn't care about that. Trump only cares about himself. He's not even thinking about down ballot. A lot of times presidents are thinking me, myself, also the other people that are affected down ballot. Trump not being so generous. Just tuning in, Jermaine Diamond K in here, radioonfire.com, thediamondkshow.com. As I said earlier, election night coverage begins here, 7 p.m., and we will go well into the night. 7 p.m. election night, radioonfire.com. Because of the concerns about submission deadlines, the post office backlogs, and all of the drama about the post office, Democrats are pushing their supporters who have not returned ballots to just go to the polls in person. You know, all of the drama with the post office, you need to go in person to make those, make your vote count. You know what I mean? Don't try to put it in the post office now, because it is way, way, way too late. Way too late. So Darrell Ferguson, shout out to Darrell, listener. And appreciate that very much. Shout out to Charm City Direct TV, E Digger, and the whole team over there. Salute to you guys. So the after effects of Hurricane Zeta are holding back voters in a number of places in Florida and northern Georgia that lost power. In Georgia, state officials weren't sure how many of the 336 early voting locations were actually closed or delayed in opening today. Douglas County in Atlanta's western suburbs, all 6 polling locations were without power, as were county offices. So, this has been a tough time weather-wise. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So just everybody be safe down there. That goes for Democrats, Republicans, Independents, what have you. Just tuning in, Diamond K in here, radioonfire.com, the diamondkshow.com. Our election special election coverage starting November 3rd, 7 p.m. We're going to be joined by several people and running down races, not only in Baltimore, but as well as nationwide. It is going to be a very, very interesting evening, election night. Let's do this, take a quick break, and let's come back with more of the program after this. So we are back here. Humane Diamond K, radioonfire.com, the diamondkshow.com. So the Girl Scouts, right? They sell those cookies, not really good cookies. I don't think the cookies are good. I don't. But the Girl Scouts, anyway, congratulating. It's supposed to be a non-partisan outfit, right? Congratulating Amy Coney Barrett. All right. So, whatever. But I'm sure that they were not prepared for the backlash that they got yesterday. They celebrated this controversial elevation of this conservative judge, Amy Coney Barrett, to the Supreme Court with a simple tweet. And in this tweet, it said, "Congratulations, Amy Coney Barrett, on becoming the 5th woman appointed to the Supreme Court since its inception in 1789. And it had a picture with the female Supreme Court justices, Sandra Day O'Connor, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Sonia Sotomayor, and Judge Kagan. And, of course, Amy Coney Barrett in the picture. It did not stay up long, though, because the backlash was fierce, swift, quick. The backlash and critics were upset. Critics were upset, did not like, I guess, they don't like her stance, her right-leaning stance, and view her as a threat to the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare, abortion rights. And instantly people started to go in. These are people with blue check marks. These weren't just regular folks like us. These were the big timers, right? Not to be confused with the rap group, of course. But the backlash, people saying that it was disappointing, won't age well when access to safe abortion and healthcare needs for millions of women and girls is gutted because of Barrett's addition to the court. One person said, somebody else said, "What kind of patch does one earn for uplifting a woman who is the antithesis of justice?" Wow. Okay. And that, of course, coming from Ayanna Pressley, Congresswoman. It continued. It continues. And so aside from all of that, Democrats, of course, are upset about the fact that Amy Coney Barrett was confirmed by the Senate so close to the presidential election, especially after Republicans refused to even hold a hearing on Obama's nomination of Merrick Garland back in 2016. Of course, she was trying to fill the vacancy after the death of Justice Antonin Scalia. This was 269 days before the election in 2016. And they didn't even let them hold a hearing. Right? I fault Democrats for being so damn soft. Soft. Like a jelly bean, like a tissue, like wet tissue, right? Don't complain, do something about it. Stop complaining, Democrats. Do something. Yes, the Republicans' move was hypocritical. So what are you going to do about it? What are you guys going to do about it? And them trying to make Republicans feel guilty or think they're going to be able to wag their fingers and think that Republicans are going to feel guilty. That's not going to happen. You've seen that they have no shame. They have no morals. They will take health care from people in the midst of a pandemic, and they don't give a damn. So Democrats, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit and complain? Are you going to sit and cry? Or are you going to do something? So anyway, the Girl Scouts, which claim to be non-political, non-partisan organization, and they responded to the backlash by first defending and then later deleting the tweet. Well, they offered this explanation to Girl Scouts, that is. Earlier today, we shared a post highlighting the 5 women who have been appointed to the Supreme Court. It was quickly viewed as a political and partisan statement, which was not our intent, and we have removed the post. That's what they said. So then after they did that, of course, then the right side got mad. You know, Megyn Kelly said, "This is pathetic, Girl Scouts. It's not partisan to generically congratulate the 5th woman to ever join the high court. It's patriotic. Taking down your tweet is partisan, however, and a real disappointment." Come on, Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly, who's a controversial figure in herself. How is posting the tweet not partisan, but taking it down is partisan? Come on. This is the kind of hypocrisy that is frustrating. So another right winger that is upset says that, "Hey, Girl Scouts, you deleted your tweet congratulating Judge Barrett on her confirmation to SCOTUS because the Democrats whined about it and you caved to the mob. But I noticed you left this up. Gonna delete this too, or do only Republican women get deleted?" And so what he is referring to goes all the way back. All the way back. But yeah, he goes back and talks about a tweet that they put up that just congratulated the women before Coney Barrett, and there's a picture of all of the ladies I mentioned earlier. And he asked, "Are they going to delete that one, or is it just because Coney Barrett?" The Girl Scouts might want to stick with something less controversial next time. Like I said, they need to work on a better cookie recipe. The thin mints, just the mint cookies are nasty. Goodness gracious, disgusting. So it's so much partisan talk, the left, the right, and I think that you need both. We can't just have one. You need both parties at least. And these other political parties, if y'all tired of that, then come up. Then you know what I mean. Raise your raise your status. That means and people say, it's only 2 parties. There are other parties, and then nationally, these parties have to start getting people elected. And then you start to have some, stake in the game. That's all. I mean, and I say it like matter of factly, like it's just something easy to do, which I know that it's not. But I'm just saying, we don't just have to have 2 political parties. There are other political parties that are registered and official, and you need to start getting people elected nationwide. You can't start with the presidency, and do something crazy like that. So you talk about crazy. Kanye West, who ran for president, I think that if he had run for another office, a lower office, it's possible that he could have won. And you need to think more along those lines. Yes, Trump leapfrogged everything, and it was a perfect storm. But generally speaking, you got to put in the work. These political parties, these candidates, you got to put in the damn work if you really want change. Otherwise, you are just going through the motions. You're just going through the motions. And who wants to see people just go through the motions? Radio on Fire, of course, is listener-supported internet talk radio and podcast networking, streaming from our production facilities in Baltimore and Atlanta. We are able to broadcast programs like the Diamond K Show because of our listeners and some amazing partners like D Lifestyle Secrets. Are you a baby boomer? Translation, were you born between 1946 and 1964? Well, more than 71 million Americans are baby boomers. And as you continue to get older, baby boomers want to stay mobile and experience as few aches and pains as humanly possible. TheLifestyleSecrets.com helps you do just that. They provide a blueprint to reduce and or eliminate joint pain by teaching its members to communicate naturally with their bodies. TheLifestyleSecrets.com gives baby boomers step-by-step videos and natural recipes, and most importantly, the motivation to re-energize themselves naturally. Visit TheLifestyleSecrets.com to join this active community of baby boomers. So you definitely need to do that. Radio on Fire, we talk to America through news, broadcasts, and social media content. We are a rising digital platform generating over 375,000 viewers per month through our audio and video streams. From politics, breaking news, celebrity info, sports talk, pop culture, Radio on Fire keeps our audience covered. And as election day inches closer, and I sit and ponder on the future of this country, America is a nation overflowing with promise, passion, and purpose. Before we can make America great, we have got to make America safe. Safe for people, right? Shemaine Diamond K, of course, I will be back later on today, 7 p.m., radioonfire.com, and on social media. I'll see you guys later.